Hello and welcome back to another episode. I was trying to mess around with the dragon head as I thought up an intro for today's episode, and I didn't know that the mouth of the dragon head moves when you move. I knew that you could power the dragon head to, make the mouth operate, but you can also walk and talk with the dragon head. It's a little awkward though, just because, hey, there you go. It's really difficult to see past the, dragon's nostrils normally. Yeah, I was running into this angle a lot where you can't see the whites of the purples of the dragon's eyes, so I opted to try and power the ship mast, whatever that phrase is, the word. There is a word for the mermaid that's on the front of ships, right? Figurehead? Is that the is that the word here? Our dragon head is our figurehead for the boat. I think that's right. Oh, and here I am punching the snow in. We have a slick diamond shovel that we got from the end at the end of last episode. So to start things off, I'm just going to not look at an Enderman and spend a little bit of time in the end mining out some of these pillars, because it's an easy, safe, simple way to get obsidian. I don't have to do much besides hold left click down and not fall through the void. So I'll check back in with y'all once I have an appropriate amount of obsidian. Okay, it's actually been a lot of it. I wanted to check back in because, as you can see, our pickaxe has been worn down to a nub. I've been caving a little bit, and this cave that I was in actually popped back up to the surface here, which I thought was a nice stopping point for that. So I would check back in with you all. The reason it's been a lot of it is because the recording messed up and sort of froze in place while I was in the... that was super safe. Sort of froze in place while I was in the end there. You haven't missed much. You did miss me dying, I think, 3 times. I... stared at an Enderman, and they didn't like the way that I was staring at them. So we had a disagreement. They won, and then later, I think I immediately fell into the void on the way back to get my stuff, because I was used to having an elytra. But then after that, I decided to go caving because we are still pretty low on everything, and luckily with our new fortune pickaxe that we've basically worn down to nothing, we were able to get a whole bunch here. So we're set. I mean, look at all this redstone. This is perfect. So I actually didn't mean to throw all 13 diamonds there. I just wanted to throw a few more as a nice little homage to Etho, but it's fine. I still don't want to craft any more diamond pickaxes or anything, so we don't really have a use for those. It's fine because we still don't want to craft another diamond pick, just because of our weird obsession with statistics. Speaking of statistics, though, I thought it would be fun to take a quick peek and take a guess here together at how many times have I died so far in the series. We really ramped it up in the last couple of episodes. I think you've seen just about every death on screen, or at least I've copped to it if you haven't seen it. So you might be missing 4 deaths or so. Oh, maybe 5 okay. You might be missing 4 deaths that you haven't seen. I'm gonna guess that I've died less than 30 times, but close to 30. 27 27 times is, is my guess. Hopefully no more than 30. Let me take a quick look. Times, where is it? Time since last death, 21 minutes. We won't look at that. Number of deaths, 28. Not bad. I mean, it's terrible, but not a bad guess on my part. So we're back at the boat, which is a good time for us to show you the other lot of bits. This is what we collected in terms of obsidian. We did collect a few iron and gold and a few blue shiny rocks there as well. When we were out and about, I started to look for the buried treasures and stuff that we have found, just sort of on a whim, just a random thing that I decided to do. And we actually did find a decent amount of ore and iron and gold, just with that method alone, which was great. So we'll probably try that a bit more. This is something we should deal with. This is the map floor of the island that we had that we we blew up in our haste to get to the end. So unfortunately, I think it's time to rip the band-aid off and fix the map floor. Okay, actually, I don't think it'll be that bad. I've done a little bit of prep work for the map floor ceiling repair, and I noticed that the maps do have individual ID numbers, and I'm guessing that they'll correspond to which map I created first. So this one will probably, I was hoping it would be centered on the boat. Wow, I full on did a whole segment there where I was talking to myself and recording, and I wasn't recording. So that was fun. Whoa, this is the remnants of where somebody was trying to hunt me down last night when I was trying to finish up the maps here. I don't think they've run off. They're afraid of us. I think this is the last map. I just wanted to double check that this is the right ocean monument that we're seeing. So if I swim out here just a little bit, we should pop up on the map somewhere. There we are. Okay. Isn't that confused? Okay, so... Okay, this does go there. That was a really confusing experience for me. I'm very confused that I'm still missing this map piece here, but we also want to fill in the bottom 5 here, so the map is actually square. Okay, and these two make the last ender chest, the last maps that we need. We did end up making an ender chest, by the way, in case you hadn't noticed. So with that, let's quickly jet back over here, and we put them in our ender chest, which is ridiculous, but hey, they were safe while we made the journey over here. But like we had mentioned in the last episode, I do want to round this out with 5 more maps. Unfortunately, we are completely out of leather, but we did get some gold earlier in the episode, which we've been smelting up there. I guess this is all that we have, which isn't too bad, a little over a stack. So I'm going to run this into the nether and find some piglins to barter with. And barter we did. We are back from the nether. This is what we got. I've already dropped some stuff off, but this is the important stuff. We got a decent amount of leather, and most excitingly, a dried ghast, which I'm going to leave right there in preparation for when we do decide to battle the Ender Dragon again. So with that, we have more than enough item frames to fill out this map wall and any any others we decide to make. And we are going to make, I've decided, I'm just going to have a full day of making maps because I want to capture the island in all of the different sizes. I should walk and talk. I have a lot of walking to do this episode. I have a lot of swimming to do this episode too, a little bit of a shameful swim. I wasn't recording, but I can at least hit T and bring up the chat history of the world. Gave you a quick glimpse there, but in case you couldn't read it, it said a revival knight fell from a high place. I'm swimming out to where there should be an island, and hopefully we'll find the shameful splat that is our corpse. I was trying to fly around with our elytra and map out the area a little quicker, and I wasn't paying attention and fell. I think that's the island there. Here it is. So that makes, 29 deaths that we've had. Still not too bad. Also, I didn't realize this, but when you break an elytra, it doesn't actually break, which is awesome. I would have been really, really sad. And instead, it just decays into this form, and now you can't fly with a broken elytra. But at least we still have the elytra. Unfortunately, now we do have to make the long walk back. Let's see if we even finished mapping out the area that we were in. We did. Okay, so we have that going for us, which is which is nice. But I'll make the slow, sad swim back to the boat, and I'll meet y'all there. I guess with the power of editing. You don't have to experience that. You, the viewer, you can get nothing but sunshine and the world's longest ender pearl throw. Here we go. Just wait for that to land, and movie magic. Just like that, we we are back at the boat, and we have a few more maps to place there and there. Awesome. As you can see, we have 3 more maps to go on this one. This one is nice and complete now. Okay, we can do these next 3 together, actually. I'll grab this one just so we have a frame of reference, and I don't even think we'll need to use movie magic. We can just do a normal normal ender pearl to get over here. Ooh, should have used movie magic so I didn't flub my words, but here we are. And I'm just going to look at where we're at on the map. And okay, so to sort of explain what I have been doing here for the process, I've just been using the maps to, oh man, there we go. There I am on the map there. That little cursor is us. So if I just walk right here, when we have left the edge of the map, and I'm going to put this one here, I make a new map, and there we are. And actually, we can go ahead and walk to this edge as well. Oh, wait a second. Okay, so that is also what has been tripping me up some. I need to remember to zoom this map out, because now we're going to... Is this the right... Oh no, this has really been messing with my brain. I don't know if you can tell. Okay, yeah. So we just need to zoom this map out 1 level, and then it'll match up to the actual size that we need. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and now that we have this map, we can use it to walk off of the edge there, And right there, we just crossed the threshold into the new area and made a new map. Whoops. Hello. And there we have it. This is the correct map, but we still need to remember to zoom that out one level, and then we can do the same thing. Let's go back over here. You know, I know it makes sense because you're paddling with both of your arms, but wouldn't it be nice if you were able to hold a map in your offhand and boat at the same time? It's all right, Mojang, you've made a good game, but if I could have that change be made, that would be awesome. That would have made this a little less confusing for me. Wait, I'm going the wrong direction. A little less confusing for me. Okay, I just want to make sure that all of these are scaling at 1 to 2, so they're at the same size. So we'll just quickly, whoops, swap those around and zoom that out. And then now we have all of the right maps. They're just not all filled out yet. So I will I will take a second to fill all of these out, and then I'll meet you back at the boat. So you know the drill. We'll use a little bit of movie magic, and just like that, we are back at the boat with 4 completely filled out maps. Let's see how they look. Whoops. Let's see how they look. This one goes here. This one there. That one is over here. Yeah, and this one's here. That makes sense, right? Yeah, that lines up. Okay. Man, it is easy to get turned around with these maps, I tell you what. Okay, so there we have it. Map number 2 is complete. This one here is a 1-to-1 pixel of every pixel here that you see on the map is a real block here in real world. I don't know what the term would be for that. This one is every pixel represents 2 blocks that you see here on the map. And now we want to create another layer, and we want to go one layer deeper. So not scaling at whatever that is, but scaling scaling at 1 to 4. So level 2 out of 4. This one is this size, right? This is a new size. Yeah. And believe it or not, I think it'll be a little easier now that we're getting up in size, because we won't have to worry about stitching together as many maps, because the island is getting smaller and smaller, and that's the main thing that I want to map out here. So no fun no fun transition this time. Just another update for you. It is easier the more zoomed out we go with the stitching. The problem is now we are so far zoomed out that it takes some time for me to boat around and actually fill out the map. Luckily, I did think up something. I realized or remembered that I think phantom membranes actually repair an elytra. So let's repair the one that we put Unbreaking 3 on. Let's try that out. If we put the elytra in here and then, oh wow, okay, we are back in business. I'm gonna try and use the elytra to speed things along. That being said, we are of course completely out of gunpowder, so we don't have any rockets, but this will still help us. And if we see any creepers along the way, we'll try and collect up a few rockets. In the meantime, between time, we'll just take this map and start the walk over there. I also, while we're here, I want to create one more map that I'm going to actually zoom out to the next level to see what that's looking like. So we have this level, and then we zoomed out one more level, which makes the map look like that, which I think, yeah, with this, the island is definitely going to fit on just the one map here. And while we're at it, we might as well zoom out to the final level. Okay, we have the last map that we're going to need, which is 4 out of 4. A 1 to every 16 blocks is represented by 1 pixel on this map. This one will also just take up 1 item frame for us to show the entire island. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different scalings that we can utilize here. And thinking on it, yeah, unfortunately I do I do want to fill out all of these before we make any real progress on the island here, because eventually I'm going to want to swap out a lot of this mycelium with grass, and we'll put stuff on the surface here, and I want these maps to maybe we'll want to use them in the future, and it'll be neat to have the original island represented in all of its purple glory. So yeah, I'm gonna get to boating around, I guess, and I'll check back in with y'all, and we'll be able to check all of these out in just a little bit. I guess to mix things up, we won't always use an ender pearl. Yeah, I guess to mix things up with our movie magic transitions and all of that, we don't always want to use an ender pearl. There's other modes of teleporting us forward in time into a further along part in the episode. We could use chorus fruits, we have boats, and of course our favorite, we have the respawn screen. So I'll see y'all in a bit, and we'll check out the maps. Bye. And we're back. We are now up to like 34 or 35 deaths. I'll let you do the math. We did finish up the maps here. The reason for the excess deaths is my spawn point got set somewhere else. There's a village way down here, and I forgot about it. I did also, I realize now that we're back, if you look closely, you can see a few spots on this map that when it's in your hand, it's easy to think that stuff is just sand or whatever else, but you can see it misaligns in color with it. It shows the back of the item frame. So we will have to go back out to recomplete this one. But anyways, I'm spending way too much time looking at the teeny tiny 1 pixel mistake on this map, and not enough time observing and enjoying the other maps that we have actually completed. So, a job well done. We did it. Something that it took me until I was basically making one of these maps to realize is, again, I need to try and transition my head. This is not north. This feels like north to me, but this is north. So the whole time I kept getting tripped up because I was orientating myself thinking this is north and the maps are like backwards, but no. This is north. This is the way, the orientation of the island that we should have in our head is this shape right here. So get used to it, I guess. Don't get too used to them here though, because I think it is it's past time that we bring these downstairs. I don't know where we're gonna put them, and I think I'm a little intimidated with moving that map. So we'll start with these ones. I think it'll be, whoops, hold on. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I want to put these in my inventory in a very specific order. That way when we get back downstairs, it's easy to put them back on the wall or the floor or wherever we end up putting them. Okay, and thinking about it some, well, thinking about it a little bit, really just thinking about it some, I think what we want to do is I'm going to try and take over one of the libraries. There is another entrance to this library, but this is the one that we've already made. I think this might be an okay place to put the maps. I'm going to clear away some of these books and see see how I feel. Okay, that is the last of the bookshelves, and it feels it feels kind of sacrilegious to start tearing up the stronghold, but that's what we're gonna do. So I'm glad to finally start. And looking around here, I think this wall is the right size. Like, we could put the biggest map here, the 5x5 on this wall. We'd have to change the bookshelves around, but it could line up nicely with like the upper balcony there, or maybe it should go on this wall. Would that be better? But I guess I should keep in mind that this is the proper entrance to the room. Buttons, our nemesis. This is the proper entrance to the library from the stronghold. To give you an idea of where we are, there's the portal, and then right through here is the library. So this is the direction we'd be walking into the room. Okay, I actually ran back upstairs to get some things, and as you can see, we have made some progress on placing the maps down. This map is a 5x5, which we all knew, which means to actually place it on this wall or any wall in the library, we actually have to cut into the balcony a little bit, which is fine. I mean, we can completely take away that balcony if we need. I'm just wondering if there's a better layout or better place that we should put these. I don't think so. If there is, I'm not seeing it. I mean, and we might end up we may end up taking the maps out of this room entirely, but they're here for the time being, which I have a feeling means they're going to be here forever. So let's place these up. I have to really think before I do this, though. I did start to name the maps, which was a mistake because I instantly started to name them the wrong with the wrong orientation in mind, which is how I've laid them out in my inventory here, though. So with this orientation, I'm facing east, right? Well, this is north, this is east, so I think A1 is this block here, which means, okay, I'm understanding. I need to place this in this corner, like that, and then, ooh, holy smokes. Okay. Down one. Okay. If we've done our math correctly, and we have, we can just lay that out like that, and now this will be a little bit easier. Ooh, I hope I didn't mess that up in my inventory just now. That would have been here. These are the 5 that I just grabbed. Perfect. Okay. And then we have these 5, which are laid out like, nope, did that backwards. Okay. At least I waited until now to really confuse myself. Oh no. Does this mean I've messed up more? Oh, okay. These are just backwards. Okay. Whew, that was a that was a tough row to do. Okay. There's a very, very good chance that some of these ocean tiles have been mixed up, but I think we're okay. It does look a little weird with the lighting. You can always replace the back of that with some glowstone or jack-o'-lanterns or something like that. Let me go ahead and break these fences and see if I just block this off. Does that look better than having the fences overhang the map there? It looks weird still, definitely looks weird still. Okay. It's definitely not perfect. Actually, I think I know what I need to do. I need to add, I've added a little bit of an overhang here, but I need to add an arch. That'll make it look better, I think. Okay, it's still not perfect, but I think it is an improvement over the like just floating fences that we had before. I'm also not a big fan of just the transition from like stone to map here. I feel like there needs to be some sort of frame around these. I'm not sure what that should be, or if they should be this close together, or maybe they should have their own little outlet or something like that. Maybe this should be pushed in instead of pushed out. I'm not sure. There's a bunch of different ways we can do it, but this is the way that we've done it for now. If you have any suggestions or any changes you think we should make, please leave them in the comments. And with that, I think we have run out of time for today's episode. I want to keep it on the shorter side, and I think I've already kind of failed at doing that. But thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate all of the support that the series has gotten so far. Yeah, until next time, we will see you then. Oh. Yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye.